every cadet who marched into this parade ground today did so as an individual. In a few moments, they will march out as officers of the Republic entrusted with authority over the liberty of fellow citizens. To every graduate, congratulations. The training you have completed was rigorous by design, because the responsibility awaiting you is beyond these gates and is going to be quite onerous by necessity. To your families who supported and sacrificed for you long before this college did, the discipline we celebrate today did not begin here. It began in your homes. For your encouragement, sacrifice, steadfast support, I thank your families on your behalf. The Kenya Prison Service is not an institution at the margins of our national security architecture. It stands at its center. You do not merely keep offenders in custody. You safeguard the public, support the administration of justice, and prepare those committed to your care to return to society able to live within the law rather than against it. These responsibilities are becoming more demanding. Radicalization, organized crime, cybercrime, trafficking demand new knowledge, new capabilities, and new tools. A correctional service that does not modernize cannot keep pace with the threats existing today. I therefore expect you to continue learning throughout your careers, to embrace technology and innovation, and to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and integrity. This matters not only to our criminal justice system, it matters to the development of our country. Security is the foundation upon which freedom, investment, enterprise, and national development are built. Farmers cannot produce where communities are unsafe. Businesses will not invest where property cannot be protected. Tourists will not visit where they fear for their safety. No nation can create jobs, attract capital, or expand opportunity without public order and public confidence in its institutions. This is why strengthening the Kenya Prison Service is not separate from the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. It is part of its foundation. Vision 2030 is approaching its horizon, and Kenya must now confront a larger question, which is, what kind of country will be built beyond 2030, and what kind of nation will we hand over to the next generation? Whatever answer we give, the Kenya of the future will require institutions that are professional, technologically capable, incorruptible, humane, trusted by the public. It will require institutions strong enough to protect the Republic, disciplined enough to obey the Constitution, and confident enough to exercise authority with restraint. The Kenya Prison Service has a firm place in that future, not at its margins, but among its foundations. As officers of a disciplined service, your authority must never become an instrument of partisan politics. This responsibility becomes even more important as our country approaches the next general election. Your loyalty does not belong to any candidate, party, or political interest. Your loyalty belongs to the Constitution, the Republic, and the people of Kenya. Political competition must never become a contest against peace. Our security institutions must protect the constitutional space within which Kenyans exercise their democratic rights while remaining firmly above partisan politics. Serve every Kenyan fairly. Uphold the law impartially. Carry out your duties without fear, favor, or prejudice. Reject corruption and bribery. Reject contraband and collusion with criminal networks. reject brutality, humiliation, and discrimination, and reject every attempt to misuse the authority Kenya has placed in your hands. Integrity is not an optional virtue for a correctional officer. It is an operational requirement. An officer who introduces contraband, facilitates criminal activity, or abuses a person in custody betrays the uniform, compromises national security, and places fellow officers and the public at risk. Graduates, today, the Republic places its trust in you. From this day forward, your conduct will determine whether the uniform you wear inspires confidence or fear, whether the service earns public trust or loses it, and whether the men and women placed in your custody return to society hardened by prison or prepared for a second chance in life. The true measure of your career will not be the uniform you wear, the rank you attain, or the authority you exercise. It will be the safety you protect, the trust you earn, and the lives you help to restore. Carry the dignity of your uniform with honor. Carry the authority of the state with restraint, and carry the Constitution in your heart wherever you serve. God bless you. God bless the Kenya Prison Service. God bless the Republic of Kenya. Thank you.